Today's video is going to be a what's in my bag of my favorite bag of the moment, and actually one of the newest bags that I've added to my collection, and that is the ever popular Saint Laurent bag in Lulu, and this one in particular is in a size small and it's in the white color. And if you watch some of my previous videos, you will have seen me unbox this and talk a little bit more about it. I'll link those below if you're interested. But I've had this now for, I want to say, 2 months, almost 3 months. Like, the year has just flown by if you consider the crazy times that we're living in right now. I've found that this bag I've been reaching for almost every single day, and I just sometimes can't be bothered to switch it in and out of other bags. So this bag has been with me absolutely everywhere. And actually, I thought, for the sake of a true what's in my bag, I haven't repacked it or had a look inside of it. I just closed the thing, it was on my chair, and I usually have this to grab and go. So I decided, you know what, given this bag is something that I use literally almost every day, it fits so much, it's got all of my essentials in, I may as well open it live with you and see what goodies I've got inside. So yeah, this will be a true what's in my bag, and I think this will be a bit of fun to see what I actually bring around. Because I don't know about you, I watch a lot of what's in my bags. I love seeing what people put in their bags. It gives me inspiration of what to put in mine. But I also want it to be really authentic. So this is everything that I have. What I will say is I don't usually put my phone in my bag, although it can fit actually. So just pretend that's there. My phone is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So that fits nicely in there, and it would close actually. And this is relatively heavy actually, so it's managed to fit a lot, and I just love how much room it has inside. I love how squishy it is. It's just so satisfying to hold, and I just love the overall practicality of this bag. So what have I got here? The top thing that I have is my keys, and as you can see, it's overflowing. This is just my life. Everything just overflows from there, and I'll just put my bag down a second. In fact, I'll put it behind. This is just my Louis Vuitton key pouch. It's got 6 loops in it, but as you can see, one of the loops doesn't fit because it has my car keys. And I mentioned it in one of my other videos, I just can't remember where, but in case you haven't watched it, I bought a car recently. This is my attempt at being organized and having my car keys attached to my existing keys, because I realized as soon as I bought the car that there's just more admin now on my little like mind map of stuff that I need to remember, and there's just another set of keys, another set of security, you know. So that is the big thing that is at the top of my bag. Next up, I've got a pair of sunglasses, and my goodness, this pouch has been marked up so badly. I don't think you'll be able to see because I have a wonderful ring light that's giving me all the glowy vibes right now, but there are like little red marks everywhere. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It looks pretty bad, so maybe it's better that you can't see it. But yeah, these are my Chloe sunglasses, and maybe you guys have seen them before. These are my absolute favorite go-to sunglasses at the moment. I just love the size of them. And you'll see my ring light there. And I just love big sunglasses. I have a big head, so they make my head look a bit smaller and in proportion to the rest of my face. The annoying thing, obviously, you cannot people watch, you can see my eyes. But at the same time, during COVID times, obviously, because not to scaremonger or anything, but you know, you want to keep your eyes covered where possible, you know, every entrance or orifice is on your face for the virus. So I like to wear these kind of out and about, and I know I look a bit like a spectacle, but you know, they kind of look like glasses, just really groovy glasses, and I always get compliments on these whenever I wear them. But yeah, I love these so much, but they have so much makeup on them. It's abysmal, and just so much dust. I just really need to get better at cleaning my stuff. But there you go, it's very much squished also with the care wipe thing. Do you know what? I might as well just wipe it on camera, just while I'm at it, because I feel like I'm one of those people that doesn't do stuff unless it's literally sat in front of me and like I'm forced to do it. So this is good that I'm doing it now, giving it a quick clean. So yeah, I always have sunglasses because when I'm driving, I always make sure I have a pair of sunglasses either in the car or also on me, because you know, I don't want to have to put the visor down. First world problems, driver problems, but yeah, so that's that. So next thing, I'll take out the thing that's blue, because actually I'm quite pleased with myself that I've kept this up during COVID times, is I have in here a face mask, which is, this one's covered in makeup. This you will be able to see on camera. It's a bit gross, but I only wore it just quite recently. So I usually wash these fabric ones anyway. And then I have a pair of gloves, which I shan't be touching because these are clean and I don't want to soil them by touching them. Yeah, this is very much consistent with my COVID edition, what's in my bag, with my Chanel Coco handle. In fact, I think I've made a pouch like this for every single one of my handbags that I use quite regularly. So it's all quite organised and in a pouch. And I even have these in my car. Just little care packages for myself, of if I forget my mask or if I need a pair of gloves. I feel like the gloves point, you might not need super desperately because hand wash and stuff like that, or wipes, but I just have one anyway because you never know what you could be touching. Do you know what? Let's keep with the hygiene theme. I've got some hand wash, and yeah, I also put one of these in every single one of my bags, and then I wonder where the hell are all my hand washes, but they're just dotted around with all of my handbags, and I also have them just around the house anyway. You never know when you'll need a hand wash, and it's not like I've been panic buying them. I've literally accumulated them over the last few years. I love hand washing anyway. So I was doing this for years already before we had to do it mandatory. So, you know, although this dries out your hand, I usually carry a moisturizer or something, and I usually have one in the car as well if I'm driving, because it does make your hands crack. And, you know, use this sparingly, but it's always good to have one. I mean, every single restaurant now in the UK, at least, every single place that you go to will advise, you know, wash your hands. They have the hand sanitizing stations, but you never know. Just in case the facilities aren't working or aren't there, then I always have one, which is handy. So then let's go into the other stuff. Okay, let's talk about this. So this is a Fab Gel Spray. And in case you haven't seen one of these before, let me give you a rundown. So this is a criminal identifier spray. And okay, let's not get into the debate about self-protection and, you know, that sort of thing right about now on this channel, but it's very, very important to me. And, you know, I kind of talked about this a little bit in my theft video. I feel like as a woman, a young woman living in a big city, and now the daylight saving is going to be changing in the UK very, very soon. It's going to get dark very early. And, you know, just the state of the nation at the moment isn't the greatest. And I felt the need to go and protect myself. And I feel like that should be something, regardless of the gender, regardless of your age, etc. You know, I feel like it's very important to make sure that you feel comfortable and protected, and that you are at liberties to be able to stand up for yourself if you need to. And there are a bunch of ridiculous restrictions in this country, at least, for self-defense. But at least one of the things that I could advise you, or that I've done, is to bring a Fab Gel Spray. And I'm not going to spray this because it would be disastrous for me to show you, but you can look it up on YouTube. There are tons of videos, but it is a legal spray that you can carry. It's not a pepper spray, but it is essentially a red spray that if you were to spray onto a criminal, and touch wood, that does not happen to anyone, but it would stain their face, their clothes. You can't wash it out. In fact, on the skin, I watched a video on this actually on YouTube, and this brave hero of a guy wanted to show everyone that it worked, or just test it out. And he got someone to spray it on his face, and he tried washing it out, I think, for like 2 weeks, and it just did not come out. And I think maybe on the third week it comes out, but you basically have to trash your clothes if you were to get it on your clothes. So then, you know, the police could identify you because you have a massive red face, sprayed, you know. So this is actually legal. I did advise a few of my friends to get this, and apparently one of my friends got it confiscated at an airport, in a UK regional airport, and I'm very surprised at that because this is in fact legal. But, you know, obviously make sure that you check up online. You know, things keep changing day by day in terms of airport security and things. I definitely wouldn't put this in your carry-on. It could explode. It's highly flammable, so, you know, just keep up to date with that. But I just carry one in case. It just gives me the peace of mind. I just hope that I'll never have to use it. And I probably should test that it works, but I really don't want to soil anything completely red because it just won't come out. So anyway, I thought this is a good PSA to make you guys aware of in whatever country you're in. I know some people in the US, you're privileged, you get to bring a taser. You get to bring, you know, I mean, you can bear firearms, some of you, can't you? Which is a whole other thing, but I know, you know, pepper sprays, that sort of thing you can also bring, but for us in the UK, we're very limited, so I just bring one of these and keep it with me. So yeah, that's a different element to a what's in my bag. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else bring one of these in their what's in my bag, so there you have it. Continuing on in my bag, there's tons of other stuff. This is a miracle bag. It's like my Mary Poppins bag. So I'll just bring out my little strawberry, which I have in almost every single bag. And I have a bunch of these. It's cute because when I bundle these all up, they're like a bunch of cute little strawberries. But they're actually a carrier bag, which, you know, I ruined the magic for some of you who are new to my channel or just watching this for the first time, but it's actually a carrier bag. And you can get these super cheap on eBay, I'm sure. And they fit super, super snug in my bag. And I just dot them around in all of my handbags everywhere. There's just strawberries everywhere, but I think it's really cute. Let me just take out this random card. So I have a City Mapper card. For those of you in the UK, you'll probably know the Oyster card very, very well. You probably use it if you live in London. And recently I made the move to do City Mapper, and it's quite funny actually. It was quite ironic. I heard from some of my friends that City Mapper did this really cool card and promotion scheme where it's essentially cheaper than an Oyster card, and you can buy the zones of where you need to go. And obviously, like going to and from work, and this was pre-COVID, it was getting very expensive, and so this worked out to be a lot cheaper. It's like a direct debit, I think, every month. It's a MasterCard, but it treats it like an Oyster card. And so for all intents and purposes, it's basically a cheaper Oyster card. But of course, as soon as I opted into this, COVID happened, we all went into lockdown, we then all did remote working. We've now changed into this new digital age, and a new frontier of working has ensued. But I just have this because you can use it on pay as you go, and it's the same as an Oyster card. And I keep losing my Oyster cards. So this for me is a lot easier because I can manage it on my phone, and I can pause stuff and change loans, and it's all good. So I would recommend this if you're going to be traveling very soon, but at the moment I just keep pausing it on my app, and City Mapper is really good. Like, they keep telling me when my card is going to resume again, so then obviously I want to make sure I pause it before then. So they've been really good, and you can pause it for free as far as I know for now. But yeah, that's just a random card that I have floating around. What's this now? Oh, speaking of random stuff, I've got a receipt. She's a hoarder. Where's this from? Oh, it's from when I went to the Cotswold. It's from Hufkins. If you've been to the Oxfordshire area or just, you know, the Cotswolds, it's beautiful. Highly, highly recommend. Did a staycation there a few weeks ago, which seems like a distant memory away. Just want to go back. But yeah, this is when I had afternoon tea, and I think they might have done Eat Out to Help Out. I've been enjoying helping out the economy. So some practical things. Got some tampons, because we never know when that special time is gonna happen. Or, you know, when a friend's special time of the month is gonna be happening. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. And yeah, these ones kind of look a bit battered and bruised. I think they're fine though. They're fine. They have not been compromised in their packaging. We're just gonna leave that there. Okay. So next up, I'm gonna take out the neon band that I have, and it's a hairband. Well, at least I think it's a hairband. I've been certainly using it as a hairband. And it's one of those freebie ones that I think I must have gotten in like a goodie bag from like a fashion week or some sort of event from the Braid Bar. Yeah, it's definitely a hairband. So I always put hair ties, baubles in my bags. I don't know, for some reason, can someone explain this to me? Like, they always go missing. Same with bobby pins, actually. I find like they just go into the ether. I'll put them somewhere and they will just be gone. Or they'll just break. But mostly they're just gone. It's like the socks thing. There's always a missing sock. I just don't understand. Like, do they get gobbled up? I don't know. But anyway. Tangent aside, I always have a hairband. Next up, I'm just going to clear out this particular pocket. So we have here some high chews, which if you know about like Asian sweets and just general confectionery, then these are great. These are the mango flavored chews. I think you can get these also in like the chewing gum version, which are also nice. But I love having sweets in my bag because you never know when you'll be hungry. You never know when your next meal is. And I've been caught on many an occasion where I thought there was dinner coming, but it was just drinks. And you know, you wanna eat something and get that blood sugar right up. So always bring some snacks. I'm always the lady that has snacks. In fact, in my car now, I've decked it out of loads of snacks. Like it's some sort of Uber or something. I just have loads of amenities. It's like a Hilton. And yeah, clearly I've been digging into these. And they all have individual wrappers, which is also great because, you know, then it doesn't melt in your bag or anything like that, and you can actually give it to someone else and it's not be gross and it won't fall out in your bag, etc. So that's always handy. All right, and then the last thing in this pouch, which I don't know why it's in this pouch because I should have put it in one of the little dividers, but it is a liquid lipstick. I rarely wear normal lipsticks anymore. There was a time that I really loved, you know, MAC Velvet Teddy, you know, those kind of things, and I used to have them in my bag. But nowadays, as soon as I discovered a couple of years back the liquid lip, I just never went back, and they just stay on the whole day. And I'm really not that high maintenance in terms of, I just don't have the time just to keep touching up my makeup, so I just one and done is my motto. So this is a Stale Day liquid lipstick in the colour Dolce, and it's got a really nice sheen to it. And I also love how miniature it is. It's perfect just for popping in your bag, or this is also the perfect size to put it in like a clutch bag where you're really stuck for space. And I just love that also. It just doesn't give your lips just one-dimensional look because it has a bit of shine to it. I also think this is a freebie that I got from Beauty Bay when I made an order. Like, they're really good at giving out freebies. So this is really practical to have in my bag. And that's this pocket done, and there's a little bit of dirt in there from God knows where. But yeah, that was quite a lot of stuff already, and that was just in this big compartment here. So let's work our way into the middle. And the only thing in here actually is just my card holder. And this is my Kingsman card holder. If you watch Kingsman, you will be a fangirl or fanboy too. You can tell how much I love Kingsman and this wallet because you can always see like the writing of Smytheson, which is the brand that made this wallet. It's very well known anyway for making wallets. It is completely almost rubbed out. It's just constantly squished in my pocket, and also you'll notice like it's bulging. It's literally bulging at the seams. And there is a long-winded story why I carry this massively stuffed card holder instead of a wallet. It's because I got my Chanel one stolen. But yeah, that's why I bring a card holder. And it's just easier because then I can just put it in my pocket. I don't think you can buy these anymore, which is a shame because I love it so much and it's clearly battered and bruised. So that's my wallet, and that is everything in that compartment. Yeah, there's nothing else in there. All right, next up we have a pack of Hello Kitty tissues because I just love cute things and I will never grow up. I refuse to. And there's been many a time where you know, someone might be upset or someone might be feeling ill, and I'll hand them one of these tissues and it will just immediately cheer them up, if not make them laugh at something else other than their problem at the time. And then next up, I have my colourful USB connector, and this is a godsend. I mean, it could be a little bit longer because the connections aren't that long, but if you've got a portable battery, this is awesome. I do actually have my portable battery, which I'll just take out anyway, and it's this slimline, almost credit card size charger, which I got as a present, and these two together are great. Obviously, it's not for like the long term because this is so tiny. Obviously, the amount of battery power in it is not going to be significant for a massive full charge on your phone. But if you just need to get from A to B and you are running out of juice, I would highly recommend getting one or both of these. You know, it doesn't have to be this size. It doesn't have to be this particular one as well. I got this one on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can probably get something like this on Amazon too. But I find these to be essential wherever you're going because everywhere now is connected, digitally connected. And, you know, your phone is like the Rolodex to your life. And this one is also particularly useful because obviously you can connect not just to your iPhone if you got that, but this one also has just the normal Android connector, and it's got USB-C as well. So it's really awesome. And if you were to plug it into a wall socket, you could charge like 5 things at once, which is awesome. And then obviously with this, this is a really good charger to have, you know, for your clutch bags, smaller bags, wallet on chains, that sort of thing. And the fact that it's basically credit card size and you just kind of pull the USB bit out, you just have to pop it out to give it the full size. I think it's very, very useful. And, you know, I always have like a battery pack or something jammed in one of my bags, depending on the size. And I think having the slimline one just opens your bag up to more possibilities of stuff that you can populate it with. So that's the chargers. I had to fish for this at the bottom. I've got a powder compact. This is the Max Studio Fix in NC30. I've been buying this for years now. In fact, this is one of the first makeup products that I actually bought, and yeah, I use this quite a lot. You can see I've hit pan, so, and this is like my third, fourth, fifth maybe one, and I always buy these. They're just really good. They're just great staples to have. And sometimes if I'm going for a light makeup look, I will just layer this on. Touch ups through the evening, I will just put this on, and it just evens everything out from the makeup I've already put on in the day. And also it has a mirror, so that's always super helpful wherever you are. So I always carry this around. And then the last thing in that back pocket is just a Rogue isopropyl wipe, which I also have peppered throughout all of my belongings. So there will never be a shortage of sanitation when you're around me. So yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure there's probably more of that where that came from. And then we just have the back pocket, and I already see some random stuff. Okay, so let me just take all of it out because they're all like small items, and then that's the whole thing empty. Okay, so we have another hairband. That's good. Just talking about earlier how all of them go missing, so I've managed to find one. What we've got here, we've got a sample probably from Holland & Barrett. When I bought stuff from there, they always give cute little samples. Dr. Organic Bioactive Skincare Organic Virgin Coconut Oil Skin Lotion. Oh yeah, I probably put this in here because my hands always get dry from the hand wash, and I wanted to put skin lotion, but yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it? It's in a sachet, and I never like to waste samples. I will always carry them on me because they're already packaged up for the handbag, good to go. And then we've got a variety of plasters, which I must have taken from my first aid kit because I always get a blister on my foot. It's just facts. It can be the most comfortable shoe in the world and I will get a blister. I just don't understand why my foot has not evolved to such a point where it just has thick skin. It's a hard first world problem to live with, but yeah, I always have plasters. And also, you know, someone can fall over, you never know what can happen, and you might just want to bring plasters, so I always carry these on me. And they're also in my wallet, I believe, as well. Like, I always carry plasters, safety pins, and always a £1 coin, just in case of a trolley when you shop. I know, it's very random, but there you have it. That is everything in my bag. It is completely empty now. It's not been empty like this for a while, and it feels weird to squish it like this, completely empty. But I feel like it fit a fair amount of stuff, a very respectable amount of stuff, and it was still a bit empty. So I really could have put more stuff in there. Usually I end up putting more food in there as a matter of necessity. And, you know, I didn't have my phone in there to start with. So it really packs a lot of stuff in. So would highly, highly recommend. So yeah, that is everything in my Saint Laurent Lulu bag. Hope you found this interesting, useful, somewhat inspired something for you in your bags. And I'm going to go ahead and put this all away neatly into my bag. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.